Now, suppose, I'm a very wealthy person. I've been very diligent with my savings and I've amassed quite a bit of US dollars in savings, hundreds of thousands. Why would I still need international health insurance?
Well, if you said you had amassed hundreds of millions, I could say possibly you could go along without international health insurance. But international health insurance, based on the scope of the cover, is designed to cover almost any eventuality. And so almost any issue that you could be faced with. And so there are times when we encounter, and you will see later on, risks that are in excess of millions of US dollars. Our plan, for example, cover up to 2 million US dollars per year. And we have had a claim already that exceeded 2 million. So when somebody said, well, listen, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars and I don't really need international health insurance, then what the person is saying effectively is that I'm prepared to whatever happens that is going to cost that amount of money, then I'm prepared to die.
Yeah, they can't afford to be sick then, basically. I know I've always heard that it's very expensive, that healthcare is very expensive, but do you have any statistics or numbers off the top of your head in terms of what the cost of being in the hospital might be or cancer treatment, just so that people can really understand what we're talking about?
It varies based on the state, the hospital. There are some hospitals, for example, they target international clients. So they will do a lot of ads, a lot of advertisements in the international market to have persons come into their facility. And a lot of our clients, they're inclined to follow these ads. And it's not that these facilities, they are offering better standard of care than others. It's just that they're putting a lot of dollar into ads. And so in the case of our plan, we say to our clients that there is a need for you to pre-certify to get an idea where you're going. We have had instances, for example, one pregnancy, and this person went to a hospital in California, and this is a normal delivery, and that ran over $280,000. Okay. So to give you an idea
yes,
what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, we are all very susceptible to advertising, and sometimes because you know of a place, you think that it's the best, that's not always the case. So for those of us who don't really understand, though, how does international health insurance work, and how does is CAB able to offer that to their clients?
So international health insurance is, if you're accustomed to your local health insurance, it's pretty much the same concept. What is different is the scope of cover. So your local health insurance would typically, say, offer you up to 5 million Jamaican dollars per annum, some for a lifetime. In comparison to an international health insurance plan that would be offering you up to 2 million US dollars per annum. In terms of how CAB fits into the whole picture is that we guide our clients from the purchase right through to the claim. And so our clients, if a client has the need to use the plan, then the client can either contact us or the client can access care online. There are usually a lot of clients who they would prefer to have someone taking them through the process, guiding them through the process, and we are prepared to do that. We have our claims team, and this is distinct from the entity in Jamaica, Versac Limited, that is dealing with claims adjudication. We have our claims person separate and apart from that they will guide the clients to say, okay, this is what you need to do in terms of getting a pre-certification and so on and so forth. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, so having international health insurance, then they wouldn't have to dip into their savings. They wouldn't have to liquidate their assets, right? But of course, a lot of people, you still, people think that it's for the wealthy only. Would you say that that is true?
Not at all. In fact, if you cannot afford international health insurance or health insurance generally, then you cannot afford to be ill.
Okay.
That is really the plain
Okay.
fact of life.
Well, I mean, my imagination goes wild, and I always assume the premiums for these things are very high. But, what kind of numbers are we talking about for the premiums?
Now, it depends on the age of the person. It depends on the plan option. So, for example, 0 to 20 on one of our global share plan, the premium there would be in the region of $300-400 per annum. If you're looking at, say, 21 to 30 odd, the premium there would be maybe about $700 per annum. If you're looking at our global one plan, which is the top of the line, then for the 0 to 20, you'd be looking at maybe 900 and odd. And that is, I'm looking at the zero deductible option. That is, you're not required to go into your pocket for any claim anywhere in the world with the exception of the USA. So that plan will carry a zero deductible anywhere in the world, Jamaica, except the USA, where the deductible is $2,500.
Okay, so I mean, you briefly touched on something there. So is it that you can use the international health insurance here as well?
Here as well.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, well, on the lower end, the premiums didn't sound so bad, but I'm sure I've heard where premiums can get up to almost as much as $20,000 US.
Yes, so if you're in your 70s,
Okay.
then your premium
Okay.
begins to, be right up there, as you said, in close to quite maybe about 15,000 or thereabout.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so on that end, it sounds a little bit unmanageable, and especially to somebody that age who would be retired. Are there ways that people can afford this? Are there financing options?
Well, yeah, there are finance companies, premium finance companies that they're in the business of providing premium financing for the clients, and a lot of our clients access those entities.
So, and CAB would refer and encourage that as well for those who think that it's unmanageable.
Certainly.
All right, well, I'm happy to hear that there are financing options available, because I do know that we have Sterling clients who use the income from their portfolios to actually pay their premiums. That is another way. That's another way that people could also afford their insurance.